360-degree photos and video, anyone? Let's take a look at an inexpensive camera that will allow you to explore this interesting technology. After having done some fun things with my Campark Action Cam, I decided to see what all the excitement around 360-degree video was all about. For the curious, 360-degree videos are recorded with multiple cameras, such as the GoPro Omni system that sells for a cool $5,000 US, or much cheaper single super wide-angle lens cameras such as the Campark 360. In the middle of that range are cameras like the Kodak PixPro that has a mounting system where two of the super wide-angle lens cameras can be mounted back to back to record a full sphere of video around the camera. Since 360-degree video is still somewhat of a novelty at the consumer level, I went with the Campark 360 that I got on Amazon.com for about $120. In this video, we'll unbox the set and take a look at the camera, the accessories, and the smartphone app. Look for an actual 360-degree formatted video review using the results from this little camera as part 2 of this review. So this is the packaging that the camera comes in. As you can see, the brand is labeled just on this little stickum, so if you see some boxes looking like this, I suspect that it's being marketed under a couple of different brand names, but it was all packed up nice and tight. Here's what's in the box. Besides the instruction sheet, there's a round waterproof case, a little tray that the camera can sit in, the camera itself, an extra battery, a couple of mounting plates for the snap clip that's on the bottom of this, some Velcro strips, some rotators, some extenders, a bicycle clip, and then a USB port to charge the batteries while they're in the camera. So it's a pretty good little accessory kit, and they all fit together. I find I like this one of the best, because you can mount it to a variety of things and just kind of drop the camera in. You can use this little plug to secure the camera to the tray in those cases where you might be moving around a little bit. So let's take a second and look at the camera itself. So the camera is this round egg-shaped thing about the size of a small rubber ball. The lens is on the top. To get to the various ports, you take off the side like this. The battery's here, USB, and a mini HDMI is there, plus a slot for the memory card, the SD card. Then the on and off button here. Press it and it'll come on. And then the select button and the trigger selects here. Now the screen itself is pretty small, and so you can cycle through the various settings. So this is the video setting, the camera setting, the slow-mo setting, the settings setting or menus, and then back to the video setting. And then when you're in the settings menu, use the upper button here, the trigger select or the shutter select button, to work your way or to select the items in the menu, and then use these up and down buttons here to highlight the item that you want, and then press the red button here to select it. The other great thing about this is if you press the up button, it'll go into Wi-Fi mode, which allows you to do all those settings on your smartphone app, and you don't have to worry about the small print and moving the up and down arrows and that kind of thing. If you looked at my video for the Campark 4K action camera, the menus are very similar, and so if you want a more in-depth view of the menus, I'd recommend looking at that Campark action camera video. That's the camera. It works pretty well. It feels, it's plasticky, but it feels solid, and it'll work nicely with the various accessories that come with the kit. So let's take a look at the XDV360 app a little bit. This is a pretty handy little app, and it allows you to control the camera from your smartphone. And what you're seeing on the screen now is the display on my smartphone. And so in the shoot mode, which you see at the lower left, you can select the video, which will give you normal, loop, and time-lapse video. To begin the shooting, you just touch the video button, and then within a couple seconds you'll see that the video starts recording. You can see the little red dot at the top of the screen. To stop recording, you just press the little button again, and the video will stop, which is pretty handy if you're placing the camera where you don't want to be in the frame, and so you take a few steps away and trigger it from your smartphone. It's really pretty cool. Moving to the camera mode, it works essentially the same way. There you get normal, timing, trail, which is kind of that sports shot kind of thing, and auto. And then to take a picture, again, we're just kind of looking in my backyard here of a kind of cloudy sky today. You just press the button again, and it will take the photo, and it will display the photo. And you'll be ready to take another picture. The little running person here on the end is the slow motion view, and it works the same way as the video view. You just press the button and it will begin recording in whatever frame rate you have selected in the slow motion setting. In the settings button down at the lower right, it allows you to make all the changes to the camera that you would normally make using the menu and the push buttons on the camera itself. And so this is pretty handy. It's easier to do. The touch screen, of course, is much bigger, and then you can just scroll through all of the various options in the camera to make it easy to make changes to the settings in your camera. And last but not least is the media gallery, and that just allows you to see what's on the phone if you've downloaded any videos, or to see what's on the camera on the SD card. Now normally if you start to play a video from your camera, it's going to tell you that you're not going to get very good video because of the Wi-Fi connection, and it's better to download to the phone to get the better data throughput. Across the top you can see these various selections of views that you can make. One of the ones that's kind of fun, I think, is to select the two boxes that are side by side and put them into two squares. In that way you can snap your phone into a VR headset and really immerse yourself in the video as it plays. When you turn your head, the sensors in the phone will cause the video to change, and you can look all the way around what you've been capturing to see what it's like to kind of live in this imaginary video world that you created with your 360-degree camera. Once in a while, connecting the phone to the action cam can be a little frustrating using the Wi-Fi. I found that if I'm working at home, it's because my primary Wi-Fi is on and my phone is trying to connect to that instead of the action camera. To deal with that, what I normally do is go into the Wi-Fi manager in my phone, select the action camera Wi-Fi source, and then open up the app, and that usually works pretty well. When I'm out in the boonies, connecting to the camera is a snap because there's no other Wi-Fi signals there that my phone recognizes that it wants to connect, and so it finds the action camera right away and connects, both using the Wi-Fi manager on the phone or the Wi-Fi connect procedure in the app itself. If you want to do more with your video than play it on your smartphone, you're going to need a video editing tool that works well with 360-degree video. Early reviews listed limited editing functionality as one of the drawbacks to this camera. Since those reviews were published, a couple of free alternatives have emerged which give you some fairly basic but powerful tools. First is the Kodak PixPro 360 software available for the PixPro cameras. It's currently a free download, and unlike the GoPro Studio software, it works with the common 360-degree MP4 formats. This software allows you to stitch together views from multiple cameras and view them in a typical 360-degree view. It also allows you to convert your 360-degree video into a format that YouTube and Facebook will accept. The second is the Fly 360 app, available for smartphones, Windows, and iOS machines. The Fly 360-degree Director program allows you to trim and save video clips into a library and then merge the clips into a single video file. It's not the most efficient workflow, but it works. Fly 360 Director also allows you to apply several artistic filters to your videos and add an audio track, either music or voiceover. Like the PixPro product, it allows direct uploading to YouTube and Facebook and is a free download. Several paid video editors will accept 360-degree videos. The latest version of Pinnacle Studio, which is what I use to edit my videos, has just added 360-degree support, as has PowerDirector 15. I still need to use the convert function from either Fly 360 Director or PixPro to convert the camera's output file to get the equirectangular files that Studio requires. Once in Studio, I can edit, add titles, and an audio track. The various menus and other settings in the menus of an action camera can sometimes be a bit confusing to someone who's new to action cameras. If that sounds like you, let me recommend the Action Camera Handbook, Getting the Most from Your Action Camera. I wrote this book recently, so it refers to some of the current action cams on the market, how to set them up, how to make the settings that are going to fit the environment in which you're shooting so that you can have not only a lot of fun with your action camera, but get video that you can be really proud of. Again, the Action Camera Handbook's available on Amazon.com. As I mentioned earlier, I've been playing around with the Campark 360, and we'll do a video using the output of that camera for you to explore. For a $120 camera, I've been both pleased and impressed.